Hello everybody out here on YouTube. It is I here, Real Beautiful Beauty. Want to say hello to all my beautiful subscribers, my friends and my fans out here on YouTube. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. Okay, so now a few months ago, so let's go ahead and get into this. A few months ago, I did an unboxing of the Philips Lumea laser here. And this is so requested. I have been getting requests for over 1 year to do a review on the Philips Lumea. And I mean, I have had so many fantastic questions, so many wonderful emails, so many comments, and I have been just getting so many requests. So I bought this about, let's see, I've had this about 7 months now. I bought it about roughly 7 months ago. And when I got it 7 months ago, I initially just did a unboxing video, and I just basically took it out of the box, unboxed it, showed it to you guys, and talked about it a little bit. And that was before I ever used it for the first time or anything like that. So I will link that video in the down bar below, and basically it's just me unboxing the Philips Lumea. And let me see, the model number on this one is, I'm looking at my video here on my cell phone, it is the Philips Lumea SC2006 IPL hair removal system, and this model here has 140,000 flashes, so you get 140,000 pulses out of this model. So yeah, that's that's a good amount of flashes before this model actually goes dead and you can't use it anymore. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so I paid about, let's see, $750 for this, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, it was 7 months ago, but anyhow, paid for it with my own money. So I'm going to give you a fair, honest, and accurate review of this product. Just going to tell you how it works, how it performs, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Okay, first off, let's go ahead and get started here. Yeah, the Philips Lumea here, I had a little bit of difficulty getting it here in the United States. Now, all my wonderful friends over in the United Kingdom, they have tried this product about a year or so ago, and I've talked to some of them about it. Anyhow, so it took me a little while to get it shipped over here to the U.S. It just, I don't know, for whatever reason, who knows. Okay, so I got it over here about 7 months ago, and it took a few weeks to get it. And anyhow, first off, let me start out by saying I'm in the United States, and if you are viewing from the United States, you will be needing this adapter as well. So this is just the wall outlet, the wall plug adapter, and this part here is the actual adapter portion, this darker tan piece, grayish tan piece, I don't know, whatever color, something like that, you know. Okay, so anyways, this piece right here is the United States adapter you will need to plug into your wall. Now, for some reason, I had a little bit of trouble finding a plug in my house this would fit. I don't know, just odd, okay? But my kitchen wall outlets, it fit fantastic. So I actually just left this on my kitchen countertop and just let it charge up, you know, all these months in between sessions, in between me using it. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to need this. If you're in the U.S., you'll need this adapter part. So, you know, no big deal. Okay, this actually come with it. They knew I was in the U.S. They knew I bought it, you know, here from the U.S., so it come with this adapter part. So, no big deal. We got that out of the way. Okay, yeah, now here's the owner's manuals, the directions, yeah, show you. Owner's manual, okay, all that good stuff. Okay, now let's get into the actual heads on this. Okay, this head that's on it right now, let me show you, is for this head right here that you're seeing is larger, and this is for the all over body. This is for the body hair that you have to remove, the body hair that you have to reduce. Okay, now let me show you if you want to work on the face. This is actually one of the few IPL at-home lasers that you can really use on the face, that's actually approved to use on the face. So let me show you the attachment. This is the head that you use on the face. See, it's much smaller. Let me show you like a little comparison here. Hopefully you can see all this. Okay, see the one that's on the Philips Lumea system here? The one that's on the actual device is for the body. The one there is for the face. It's smaller. Okay, now, first off, let me say, I don't have any facial hair, so I was not able to use this on myself. But, however, with that having been said, I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful assistant I can use this on, a willing participant. And a lady from my law firm office, she let me do this on her on a regular basis over several months at a time for her facial hair. So we use this for her facial hair. Now, I used just the regular one on body hair. I used it mostly on my lower legs, and I used it on my arms and under my my armpits and things like that. Now, first off, I want to go ahead and say, I want to get this out of the way. I get so many millions of questions. Now, everybody out here already knows that I am a certified electrologist, okay? So I, have all this knowledge of hair removal and hair reduction, things like that. Now, a lot of people ask me, before you use these lasers, these at-home IPL, HPL laser devices, or whatever, I can't think. Diode laser, that's what I'm trying to think. Okay, like the Tria at-home diode laser, some of the HPL lasers, and then the IPL lasers like this one. I get this question all the time. I always get asked this, and I've probably said this before, but I'm going to repeat, I'm going to reiterate my information because I have new viewers, I have new followers and things like that. I get asked, do you shave before you do laser hair removal? Absolutely. You want to shave and get a fantastically smooth, very, very close shave. Always get a close shave before you do any at-home laser. Always do a very, very close shave before you get professional laser done at a salon or a clinic or a doctor's office or wherever you get it done at. So yes, shave first, always, always, always. Okay, so back to the device here. I used this on my coworker for several months, the lady from the law firm, for her facial hair. We tested it out for that. Now, I test out the rest of the device on my body hair, on my legs, on my arms, under my arms, my armpits. Okay, so I did not have any face hair, so I could not use the facial hair attachment. Now, a lot of these IPL at-home devices are not approved for facial usage. This happens to be one of the few ones that actually is. So keep that in mind. If you are going to be treating facial hair, upper lip hair, sideburns hair, if you're going to be treating a chin hair, neck hair, anything like that, ladies, if you have unwanted hair in those areas, keep that in mind that this device is approved for that. Now, let me show you how to turn the device on. So here is the on button here, the silver brown button here. Okay, and possibly, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, possibly, probably, who knows, maybe. Sounds like a hairdryer. I always say that about these IPL at-home lasers. They all really sound alike. They all have that low-pitched sound like a hairdryer. So it's not really annoying. You're used to those types of sounds. So, and this is how you adjust the level of intensity. Let me show you here. Hopefully you can see this. It's already on 1. It is on 2. It is on 3. It is on 4. Okay. And that is as high as you can go here, okay? On 5. Okay, so with that having been said, level 5 obviously is right up my alley. Okay, I mean, holy Batman, because I tell you, I work on level 5, but do not start out on level 5. I start out on level 5 because I am an absolute novice when it comes to this. I've been using these at-home laser devices for a long time now. I have purchased so many over the years, and basically I just crank the heat up on me. But now, do not do that. Start out on level 1, start out very slow, and then you gradually build up and you graduate on upwards to level 5 if you can get there, okay? So, and it also just depends on your pain level tolerance and things like that. Okay, so the device is on, it's on 5. Can you hear it? Okay, sounds just like a hairdryer. And what's cool about it is when you actually flash this against the skin, this portion right here lights up, it flashes green, okay? So when you put it against the skin, and it makes good contact and you're ready to go, this part flashes green, and then you just punch the button here, up here, the button here, up here. Actually here, like so. And it's not going to do it right now because it's not actually against my skin, but that's how it works right here. You just pull on the trigger, okay? So you pull the trigger and you get your flash. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's early in the morning or what, but okay, my words are just not coming out right. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of this device here. Let's turn it off so you can hear me talk better. Okay, so let's turn it off. Yeah, now, as everybody knows, I love the Flash and Go Freedom. I love it. So far, my favorite device over the last year or 2 or 3 or something like that has been the Flash and Go Freedom. Okay, I love the Flash and Go Freedom. Now, I also own the Tria 4X, which I absolutely hate. So check out my video on the Tria 4X. If you are interested in the Tria, check out my video. And I did a review on that as well. So anyhow, I've done a lot of reviews on these laser hair removal reduction devices. Okay, first off, I always say this. They refer to these devices as hair removal. Okay, I do not. Honestly, I do not, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Are they going to remove every single unwanted hair you have? Heck no, okay? Are they going to reduce your hair that's unwanted? Okay, yes, possibly, okay? Hair reduction. Just remember that. Go into it with the expectations of hair reduction, that you're going to reduce the amount and the quantity of unwanted hair you have. You are not going to get rid of, by no means, every single unwanted hair you have, okay? Now, if you want to do that, I am, like everybody already knows, I am a certified electrologist, okay? And electrolysis and electrology is the only permanent hair removal out here on the market, and it has been for, 19-something hundred. I mean, way back, okay? So keep that in mind. You're going to get hair reduction. You're not going to remove every single unwanted hair you have. You're just not going to remove it. So don't expect to do that. Now, thinning the hair out, the quantity of the hair, and the hair becomes less dense, the hairs become finer, the hairs become thinner, the hairs become less visible. If you start out with very thick, very coarse, very bold looking hairs, very visible looking hairs that are very easily to see, end result should be, after using any of these IPL lasers, the end result should be the hair is finer, it's denser, it's thinner, and it's less visible. It's harder to see that hair. Okay, so that's just reduction in general. Okay, so I'm going to tell you straight up honesty. I've been using this for 7.5 months, something like this. I do not like it. Honesty, pure honesty. Philips Lumea is not for me. I do not like it. I honestly do not recommend it. Now, however, what I do recommend for the IPL at home lasers, once again, my favorite of favorites, no surprise. I recommend the Flash and Go Freedom, okay? So go for the Flash and Go Freedom. The Flash and Go Freedom is a lot more powerful than this. The Flash and Go Freedom is a lot more reliable than this. The Flash and Go Freedom gives you better results than the Philips Lumea. Okay, so just want to shoot that out there and get that out of the way. So check out my video as well out here. I have a video I did a year or more ago on the Flash and Go Freedom. I love it. It's my favorite of favorites, okay? So now that I've been using this 7+ months, I can give you pure honesty and accuracy, tell you the truth. Okay, now let's shoot the complaints out there, okay? First off, the complaint is, now, I'm not a one-hit wonder here, a one-handed wonder with the camera, so I'm going to try to demonstrate as best as I can. So we're going to pretend here that we're placing this against my skin, okay? So say that's my skin. Now, the problem I have, number one problem I have with the Philips Lumea is when you place it against the skin. Okay, if you do not place it just correctly and just right against the skin, you will not be able to get this to flash. It will not work, okay? So hopefully you know what I'm trying to convey here, or trying to tell you. So if you don't place this just correctly on the skin, if you're a little off, or if it's lifted up a little, or if you just pitch it to the side a little too much, if you just don't get it firmly against the skin, it will not flash and you will not get a treatment in, okay, if you will. Okay, first off, let me talk about how long does this last before the battery dies out on it has to be recharged. Okay, this is obviously rechargeable here. Let me go ahead and just unplug it. So anyhow, this is rechargeable, and you get about roughly 45 to anywhere from 45 to about 50 minutes of usage, okay? So that's what you get. 45 to 50 minutes. That is per session, and that your treatment sessions will last 45 to 50 minutes before this device goes dead and you have to plug it back in to the charger, hook it up to the wall and charge it. Okay, so keep that in mind. You get 45 to 50 minute sessions, which is pretty good. That's not bad. That's not the complaint. Complaint is, like I said, if you don't get it firmly, accurately against the skin, it will not flash. And what I do not like about it is, unlike some of the other devices that I actually own, that when you put it against the skin, if it's not correctly against the skin, on my other devices you will get a noise like a ding dong noise, or like an error sound, or a chime message, where if you put it against the skin and you get it wrong and you don't hit it dead center, it will make a funny kind of wonky sound to let you know that you don't have it placed accurately against your skin. So that way you can just reposition it. Now the Philips Lumea does not do that. You have really absolutely no way of knowing that you have it placed on the skin or not. So you just put it on your skin, luck of the draw, pull your trigger, bam, it either gives you a treatment flash or it doesn't. Okay, so the only way to know if you have this placed against your skin correctly is you have to actually look at it. You can't just go by audible sound, by listening, because it does not make an error chime like other devices I own. So you put it against the skin, and the way you know you have it correctly is this portion right here that says ready. Do you see it back there? This will light up. This whole strip will light up green. So you place it against the skin. This lights up green. You know you're in the correct position, and then you pull your trigger. Okay, so you have to actually be looking at the device to do that, which honestly I really find kind of bad that you have to do that, because when you put this on your skin, you look at this to make sure it lights up green for you have the green light, which means go. And when you do that, then you pull your trigger, and then once you pull your trigger, you get a lot of backflash, and it's very bright, and you know, it can be absolutely damaging to your retina, to your cornea. It can be damaging to your eyes. So I don't like that it forces you to actually be looking in the direction of the device. Just know if you have it placed against the skin or not. Okay, now you should not have too much trouble on larger areas like thighs, because your thighs are obviously a larger part of the body, and if you place this against your thighs, you will probably be able to hit it dead center. Now, if you work on thinner portions like around your ankles, or even I have trouble on my calves. On my calves, my ankles, or my arms, on thinner extremities of the body, or even on the armpit area, you will not know if you have this dead centered, and you don't know, and you don't know if it's going to make a flash or not. Because like if you're putting this under your armpit and you're not looking, and you just pull the trigger, you're hoping it flashes, and you just kind of have to go based on the feel. You know, if you feel the rubber band snap sensation, then you know you've got a pulse out of it. I don't know, so I don't like that. Okay. Because I much rather, if I put this on my skin and I have it wrong, I much rather it make a ding dong or a bong bong, or, you know, whatever. You know, I would rather it make a chime noise to let me know I have it wrong. Then I'll lift it up, I will reposition it on my skin, pull my trigger, and then go on with my, you know, treatments. So I kind of find that very, very frustrating about the Philips Lumea. I don't like that at all. When I put it around my ankles, when I put it on my calves, when I put it under my armpits, because I just don't have it firm against the skin. Sometimes I pull the trigger, I think I'm getting a treatment flash in. Well, I'm not. I'm wasting time, okay? So hopefully you understand what I mean. All the other devices I own will give you an error message if you have it, you know, miscorrectly, you know, against your skin. Okay, so that's my number one complaint. That really slows me down. It really kind of hassles me, because I have to stop, reposition it, be looking at the actual device, make sure this part lights up green and gives me the green light, and then I actually pull the trigger and go. And then that way I know I have a flash. Also, of course, know I have a flash by looking towards the device and getting blinded by the device. So be sure, at the very, very minimum, wear very, very, very dark sunglasses, okay? If you cannot get your hands on IPL laser goggles or IPL laser glasses for eye protection wear for use, laser usage, if you can't get your hands on those, at the very minimum, wear very, very darked out, blacked out wraparound style sunglasses. Okay, that will help protect your eyes at, at a certain level. Okay, and my, other complaints here. Let's get on to the complaining here. Got to tell you the honesty and truth. Now, I use the smaller head here, like I said earlier, on my friend from the law firm that I work at. I know, I'm so busy. I hold 3 professional level jobs. And yeah, I'm so tired when I make these videos usually. I get so tongue-tied. It is unbelievable. Okay, so I've been using this on her facial hair for 7.5 months or so. And it did not reduce her facial hair. Okay, it really did not. Her facial hair looked the same when we first started treatments 7-something months ago, right up until last weekend. Okay, so her facial hair has not seen any reduction. Now, this is, like I said earlier, it is one of the only IPL lasers that is approved to use on the facial region, on the facial hair, unwanted hair. But it is very blinding, just the same. We had to really, what we used on her, we used a cosmetic grade level blindfold goggles is what we used on her. Okay, because if I did not use my blinders on this lady, my coworker, treating her facial hair would have just really damaged her eyes probably, and it really would have blinded her out. So keep that in mind. I do not recommend using this on your own facial hair. I recommend you getting blindfolded to do these treatments. Lay down on the bed, lay on the sofa, clean surface, whatever. Have a friend or family member or an adult, somebody who's very responsible. Don't let children, teenagers, kids, or anything like that do it. But a responsible adult do your hair treatments for you on your face, okay? They can wear very dark wraparound sunshades. You wear some type of blinders, bandana, blindfold, whatever, okay? Something like that. And actually, my best blinders come from a sex shop, okay? I call them my shades of gray sex blinders, if you will. So I have some cosmetic grade goggles, and we switched in between those. She would wear the cosmetic grade blockout blinders, but mostly I would pull out my 50 Shades of Gray sex blinder little mask. Okay, the little sex blinder eye thing worked better. Okay, so I put that on her. I put the dark wraparound sunglasses on me. We went to town. We've done this for 7-something months using the smaller facial hair cartridge head. Yeah, this is the one for facial hair. I keep showing you this. We used that. We saw no reduction in her hair on her face. Okay, so that is sad. That's, okay. So now she's going to be looking into getting electrolysis done, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it or not for her, but who knows. So she might want me to be doing the treatments for the electrolysis on her face. So the Philips Lumea did not work on her facial hair, and she was a very good candidate for facial hair reduction because she is very pale, light skin complexion and has very dark facial hair. So anybody and everybody should know that the best candidates out here, if you have very, very pale skin and very black, dark hair. Now, ultimately myself, I do not have very pale skin, but I do have very dark hair. I don't have facial hair though, so we're going back, we're talking about my friend and my patient, my client here, about her. She has very pale skin, very dark facial hair, perfect candidate for laser hair reduction. But like I said, it did not work for hair. Did not work for hair. Did not work for her at all. So do not recommend the Philips Lumea for facial hair removal reduction at all. Okay, now moving on to the other person that I tested it out on, which was none other than myself, as always. So we know I buy these devices, I try them out for so long, and then I share with you guys. So I use this on my calves, I use this on my ankles, I use this on my knees, I use this on my legs, mostly the lower portion of my legs mainly, and I used it on my arms, and I used it under my armpits. Okay, So I honestly, in all honesty, did not see a hair reduction. I know. And it really is the first time I have ever actually used an at-home laser device. It did not honestly see hair reduction. I just really didn't. And the flashes were not all that powerful on it. They really were not. Even on level 5, like I said, the highest setting, it was not that powerful for me. Now, I get fantastic results from the Flash and Go Freedom. I really, really do. It just reduces my amount of hair drastically. Okay, so yeah, hopefully I can talk today. I don't know. You know, I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm trying not to make this 30-40 minute video here, but in all honesty, the Philips Lumea SC2006 model IPL laser at home, 140,000 flashes. I really do not like it. I really do not recommend. I feel there are other IPL lasers out here on the market that are a little bit cheaper in price, that work a lot better. You know, like I said, the Flash and Go Freedom works fantastic. The Silken FL, Silk Sensible. I can't talk today, but anyhow, I have that silken device as well. That works fantastic as well. That's my second choice. My first choice is Flash and Go Freedom. My second choice is the Silken Sensible. I don't know. I can't talk today. That's my second choice. Ultimately, my third choice, yeah, I don't really want to say the Tria 4X because I hated the Tria so bad. Okay, so in essence, a lot of ways, this is kind of like the Tria 4X because after 140,000 pulses and flashes, this device actually has to be thrown away. Okay, so once you use up all the flashes, you throw the device away. You have to start over and buy it all over again because you cannot buy these replacement cartridges. Okay, I know it seems so crazy to me, but yeah. And apparently all my fantastic friends over in the United Kingdom have been using this device. I don't know. Honestly, I have not heard about really solid, good results at all from this device. I think there's a lot of people out here on YouTube. Honestly, be very leery of them because I always give you the honest, straight up truth about this. A lot of people were sent this device for free. A lot of people are affiliated with the company. A lot of people are sponsored by the company. A lot of people were paid to lie to you. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of people come on here to YouTube and they're going to just tell you that the best thing ever created is the Philips Lumea and it works fantastic. They love it. They can't live without it. It's got rid of their hair. It's a miracle machine. Holy Batman, it is wonderful. It is awesome, fantastic, whatever. Keep in mind, more than likely, they were sent this device for free to do a review. They're sponsored by the company. They're affiliated. They have affiliated links to click on. They're sponsored. They're paid by the company. Okay, so just be very leery of that and keep in mind that you get a lot of reviews out here that are dishonest, okay? You know, and I'm not going to name names or, you know, talk smack about particular YouTubers, but make that decision on your own and be very wise about it, okay? So I'm so very sorry. I just can't recommend it. What can I say? Check out all my other laser hair removal reduction devices. I have a lot of reviews out here, all honesty. I pay for all these devices with my own money. I use all these devices on my own body. I use them on friends or family members, things like that. I test them out for a very long time before I give you honest, fair, accurate review. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you next basically what it looks like during a few flashes during treatment. Okay, just so you know what it looks like here. I'm just going to have to reposition my camera and get a better position, better view on it, okay? But it's done nothing to reduce my hair, and ultimately once I'm done making this video, I'm going to pack this up, probably put it in my drawer or closet, and I'm going to go back to using my Flash and Go Freedom. So with that having been said, be sure to check out all my other videos out here. There's so many. Okay, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to give me a like. As always, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this Philips Lumea. Let me know your comments. Let me know your questions. I love to hear from you guys so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so take care. And next next, I'm just going to show you what it looks like during a treatment session. Just a few snaps, okay? So take care. Bye, beauties. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I want you to try to look if the camera focuses in on how hard I'm actually having to push the Lumea against my skin just to make good solid contact. And 50% of the time it's not making contact. I'm not getting the green light that says ready on the back of the system. It's not turning green. 50% of the time it's not working. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. You can just place it against the skin firmly all day long and it does not make good solid contact. Okay, it is so frustrating. Okay, see, pulling the trigger, nothing's happening. Okay, see, I'm not getting the green light. It's not giving me the green ready light. It's not making good solid contact with the skin. No matter how firmly I have it placed against the skin, no matter how hard I'm pushing against the skin. Okay, seriously. Ugh. You have no idea how hard I'm having to press on my arm just to get the green light ready and go. Okay, this is just not fun. Okay, and I have been using IPL lasers for years, absolutely for years, and I have never had an experience this frustrating. Okay, not getting the green light. Okay, finally got it. Okay, now I'm just moving around in random pattern just for the sake of the video, just to give you an idea of how difficult it is for the Philips Lumea to make solid good contact with the skin. And before it gives you the green light and before it will actually give you a flash. So you do waste a lot of time positioning this against the skin and it's not flashing half the time. So, and obviously everybody knows if it doesn't flash, then you're not getting any hair reduction. Finally, okay. I am pushing so freaking hard against my arm that I'm probably leaving an impression or an indent. Okay, let's see, did I? Yep, okay, so see the imprint and the impression that it left on my arm? That is how hard I'm having to push before it's giving me the green light and telling me that it's ready to give me a flash, okay? Absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. Ugh. I am pushing so hard, it's not only leaving an imprint against, in my skin or on my arm, it's making my skin red from pushing so hard. I am pushing so hard. It actually hurts to push this hard. It's not hurting from the laser flashing, it's not hurting from the IPL. It's hurting from pushing so hard against my arm. Seriously. Yeah, I'm like so grunting and groaning through this because I am having to push against my skin so hard. And I have it turned up to level 5. Like I showed you earlier, or well, like I told you, excuse me, like I told you earlier that I turned it up to level 5 because I am an old pro. I'm an old pro with this and more of a novice. And, you know, pain tolerance or pain levels, no big deal as far as these devices go for me. But it is so wimpy and so puny on the flashes that I don't really feel that much, especially being on level 5, highest level of intensity. Still, yeah, I just don't feel it that much. The only thing I'm feeling is mutilating my arm from pushing so hard against my arm. Okay. See how imprinted and how red my arm is from pushing so hard? Just to make good contact with the skin, I'm having to just push against my arm so hard that it really isn't comfortable.